The eye of Thundera signals danger.
Alright, what's going on? I have Thundera here, starting off the first installment of Storytime, where I tell you guys a personal story from my life. Today's story focuses on this terrible trip that I took to New Jersey back in like early 2000 when I was an aspiring rapper. Yes, I was trying to get a record deal. I had skills, I'm not gonna lie. I'll put a link in the description for one of my songs if you want to check it out. But that has, you know, that's neither here nor there. That time has passed. I'm not really on that life anymore, on that path, if you will. But story takes place around early 2000. Me and my buddy Jermaine, we decide that we're gonna go down to New Jersey to try and promote my music, you know, just going to other states, trying to pass out demos. I made like a 3-track demo of songs that I wanted people to hear and listen to, so I was just trying to get my name out there. You know, I was very serious about this. So we go down to New Jersey, caught the Greyhound to get down there, mind you. Very limited travel plans were made, extremely limited travel plans. Like, we literally just bought Greyhound tickets. We had no hotel reservations, barely enough money between the two of us to get a decent hotel to begin with, but that's how it is, you know. That's my man, 100 grand. He followed me down there with no plans, just willing to support, so I appreciated that. So we got down there. My master plan was to rent a hotel as soon as we see one when we get out of the Greyhound station, but the first one we saw, they were all booked up. There wasn't another one for miles. So we went, got something to eat. I managed to link up with my aunt, who said that she wanted to take me and my homeboy out to show us the town or whatever. She lived in New York, so she was gonna come down and scoop us up, but we told her we were in the middle trying to find somewhere to stay. So in the meantime, we flagged down this taxi cab, ask him if he knows any places for us to stay. He tells us of this spot where it's $50 a night. Cool, sounds like a good deal. We're down, let's do that. So we get in the cab and he's driving, and he's driving for a good minute. My buddy nudges me and he's like, "Yo, he's not running the meter." So I look up over the seat, and the meter's not running. So I say to the guy driving, I'm like, "Hey, why aren't you running the meter?" He doesn't say anything. I ask him, "Why aren't you running the meter?" Not a word. He says absolutely nothing. I look at my homeboy like, "Yo, is this nigga playing with me?" I know he can hear me because there's no music on. I'm like, "Yo, my man." And then my homeboy chimes in like, "Hey, yo." Nothing. And at this point, this dude is so silent, and considering the fact we don't know where he's taking us or where we even are, we decide to keep quiet because we're like, "Yo, we don't want to end up in this dude's trunk. We don't know who the fuck he is, what he got in that front seat with him. Let's just be chill." So we keep quiet. Eventually he speaks up and says, we're up ahead. I'm not running the meter because whenever I have to get on the highway or something like that, it's an automatic $50. The fuck? Yo, we were hot. Needless to say, we were hot. Come to find out, we only drove about like 5 or 10 minutes, and he's saying that it's $50. So he's looking at us like it's either you pay or I call the cops. So needless to say, you know, first night there was some bullshit, but this was the start of a bad trip. So yeah, we paid the dude $50, whatever. The hotel with this guy, I can't even call it a hotel. That's too much of a compliment. It's, you can literally just call it a fuck shack. It's not even a motel. It's not even a place you would sleep at. It's literally one of those spots you would go and pay an hourly rate to just, you know, bang somebody out and then just get the fuck out of there. So we go to the clerk desk or whatever, ask the dude how much it is per night. He tells us that it's $50. Cool. So we really just needed a place to crash there for the night. because we were just gonna stay there for the weekend, head back on Sunday, be back in Baltimore Sunday night. So we get there, we get into our room. This is important to know. Like, this is so important to know. My homeboy Jermaine is a bit of an OCD freak. Like, he's a germaphobe to the max. This man sanitizes and washes his hands any chance he can get. So keep that in mind with the fact that we're staying in this dirty fuck shack of a motel. And you can just imagine how uncomfortable he was. I was fine with it because fuck, they had a 24/7 porn channel. I was ready to check that out all night. I was like, fuck passing on CDs. Let's just watch this shit. But it was what it was. We put our stuff away. Our aunt picked us up. I mean, not our aunt, my aunt, but he's like my brother pretty much. So yeah, our aunt, whatever, he picked us up, took us back down to New York. We had a great time down in New York. You know, we saw the sights, saw the village. She took us out to eat at Uno's. We had a good time, you know. Back to the motel, you know, pretty much just winding out the rest of our night. Me and him were like trying to play like lookout, like let me know if you see any hookers. Let's see if we can get somebody in the room with us. So I'm like, okay, so we're both like peeking out the blinds whenever we hear somebody outside, but to no avail. We found absolutely nobody to join us for a quote-unquote party. So we're sitting around bored, just watching TV, just trying to amuse ourselves with the porn that we're watching. And we see like the weirdest porn I've ever seen to date. Like, this shit has to be some sort of fucking sick, weird, till this day, I cannot find this porno that we were watching on this TV. If you know what I'm talking about, please tell me like something, like a clue, like an actor or somebody in it, so I can try to look this shit up. Because me and him, till this day, we joke about it, about how weird this fucking flick was. Basically, it was like a gangbang or something like that with this blonde chick. It was like a retro looking flick. It wasn't anything recent. You could tell it was in like the 80s or something like that. But the weird thing about it isn't that it was a gangbang. The weird thing is what happened during the gangbang. We were watching this video, you know, and we're just like, damn, they going ham on her. Like, look at this. Like, damn, they going to town on this bitch, right? So out of nowhere, somebody shows up. Like, one of the guys has like a piece of birthday cake, and he just fucking smashes it in the bitch's face, yo. That shit was so random. It was like the most randomest shit I've ever seen. Like, they're in the middle of a gangbang. Like, the bitch just like had a dick plopped out of her mouth. A big ass slice of like wedding cake just goes in her face. That shit was crazy. And then like the rest of the flick, she's just like, her face is like covered in ice, and that shit was ridiculous. But if you know what flick I'm talking about, please let me know, because I would love to send my homeboy the link so we can laugh about that shit again. But needless to say, we watched the video, we watched the flicks. He was absolutely uncomfortable sleeping on that bed, so I don't even think we got much sleep. Like, we stayed up all night because we didn't want to lay on the bed or even lay in the sheets for that matter. Not together, and I don't know gay shit. No homo, god damn it. Fucking set myself up to here to be chastised in the comment section. I can feel it already. But yeah, next morning, you know, after very little sleep, we get our shit, we check out. Come to find out, the fucking motel that we were staying at has a bus line that runs up and down the street that takes us directly back to where we caught the cab from last night. So we could have easily paid $3 to get on the bus to get up to where we were, but we paid $50 for some fucking for some cab driver to take us up to the fucking motel. Like, we got ripped off. Like, that shit was crazy. So we waited on the bus stop with our luggage. We got on the bus, get all the way back to where we were, and what do you know? I left my fucking not only did I leave my Greyhound ticket back at the fuck shack, but I left my asthma medicine that I had just picked up, and that shit was like $50, so I was fucking heated. $50 for the asthma medicine, like $30 or something for the ticket, cause it was I bought it at the station. I know it's cheaper when you buy it online, but I bought it at the station, so the shit was like $30. So I had to buy another ticket, and then we missed our bus because of that. So we're sitting in the station, we're waiting around, and just checking out the sights or whatever. And the craziest thing happens. We're sitting in there, and this guy, this like older gentleman, he gets off the bus that just stopped outside of the station, and he's so like wrapped up in his phone call. He has his suitcase and his luggage and everything with him, and he's just walking and talking, and then he stops in the middle of the waiting area, and he like turns around on his left, then he turns around on his right, and he like spins all the way around looking, and then he's like, "Where are my kids?" This fucking idiot was so wrapped up in his phone call, he got off the bus, left his kids on the bus, and the bus was already en route to another state. So that provided a little bit of entertainment in itself, like, just to help us pass the time. We're watching this guy pretty much just look like a complete asshole, because he's so wrapped up in business and not even focused on the main thing, which is getting his kids off the bus with him. But needless to say, the bus came, we went back home. Worst trip ever. Got ripped off by some scary ass silent treatment taxi cab driver. Had to stay in a dirty fuck shack motel. We had to watch some weird birthday cake porn. And to top it all off, the main thing that we went down there for, which was to promote my music, we didn't even do. So that's just how it shakes out. I stopped trying to be a rapper after my firstborn came along. I focused on more important things, like trying to be a pro gamer. but no, yeah, that's my New Jersey trip. I always tell people that one, because whenever people talk about traveling, or if you've been anywhere, that's the first thing I always bring up, of how I never ever want to go back to New Jersey, ever, because of that fucking cab driver. That was like the worst part about it. But yeah, link in the description for the music that I want you guys to hear. It's not all of it is great, but I have some okay stuff. But other than that, thanks for listening. This has been the first upload of the series from my story time that I want to start sharing with you guys. If you liked it, leave a comment, leave a like, sub. Just need a few more subs before I take my pivot heads to the strip club. So let's go. I think it's about 7 more subs and we in there. Until next time, take care and be well. Yeah, warm up shit. Feeling in your soul, niggas. Yeah. Hey yo, my back's against the wall press. Nowhere to move, so I'm posted up. I guess I'm hard pressed, just trying to pass God's test, demonstrating my progress. Yes, we all get a little shine in this lifetime, but we 40 carats, not false sets. And if realness was fucking, then I guess we ain't pornos with plots, nigga, we all sex. Regardless of your mentality or how you assess reality with your conscience, understand life's a game like that thing called chess, and there are no runners up in this contest. God bless those who are seats, but learn to play with the wolves like Garnett, whose team brawl with them like artists. I'm an artist, I paint wall pictures with my words, my pen is a brush. I ain't giving it too much on my shoulders, I'm giving it up to the Father. Please don't let me give in to lust, and my eyesight change and start peering for sluts. Nigga what? Nigga what? Take it how you wanna take it, I ain't giving a fuck. Yeah, Knowledge 410, Baltimore, Maryland. Nigga, don't look me up on MySpace, and I'm out this bitch.